Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, welcome to our English class or English 400 class for today. So this topic or this lesson covers lesson 9 and lesson 10. So it is the combination of two lessons. Okay. So first, you have to choose one trait that will best describe you. So we all know that each one of us has the best description with ourselves. So for me, siguro ang best description ko para sa akin is kind. So how about you guys? So what is the best description of yourself? So you can choose lovable, smart, brave, honest, caring, helpful, fair, outspoken, physical, strong, determined, peaceful, creative, and so on. There are lots of description that best describe you. And you have to choose. Kapag wala dito, so pwede nyo naman pong i-insert kung ano talaga yung description nyo bilang kayo. So ano ba yung connection and description na to sa ating topic for today? Okay, so I would like to narrate, I would like to tell you the objectives of these two lessons. So, first, define speculative fiction. Next, discuss some of the popular subgenres of speculative fiction. Then explain the subgenre dystopian fiction. And explore the contemporary issues reflected in speculative fiction. So speculative fiction, from the word speculate, means to think about something and make guesses about it. So parang another term ng speculate is to guess, hulaan. What could be the possible happen? Okay, so speculative fiction, it is a broad genre that encompasses stories that take place in imaginary world as a result of one or more what-if questions. So if you are fond of watching different movies or different cartoon characters na mayroong may mga tanong na what if sa kanilang concept. So dito po pumapasok yung speculative fiction. Okay? So it includes genres such as science fiction, fantasy, supernatural fiction, utopian and dystopian fiction, apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic fiction, alternate history and parallel universe. So later we're going to discuss each one of the type of genres under speculative fiction. Okay, so subgenres of speculative fiction. So first, science fiction. So science fiction deals mainly with the impact of actual or imagined science upon society or individual. So here are some examples under science fiction. So if you have ample time, you can be able to search these examples for you to understand better. So example ng science fictions are Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L. Engel, then 20,000 League Under the Sea by Jules Verne, Planet of the Apes by Franklin Schaffner, and Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg. So pinakagusto ko dito, if I'm going to search some science fiction, I would rather choose the Planet of the Apes. Kasi yung Jurassic Park, napanood ko naman na siya. Okay, next. We also have the fantasy. So we all know that fantasy is just a magic or magical. Supernatural elements in plot, theme, and setting. So magic is the central to the fantasy genre. So yung mga palabas na maraming magic, so under po siya ng fantasy. Kamukha ng Harry Potter. Yan, example. The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, and Harry Potter, as I said, by J.K. Rowling. So Peter Pan, this is what this is the most, or this is one of the most movie that I am fond of watching. Especially nung bata ako, gusto ko talaga ng Peter Pan. Kasi di ko alam kung paano lumilipad, di ba? So dito kasi makikita natin yung how Peter Pan flies. Next, categories of modern fantasies. Di ba? Nakakatakot yung itsura ng background. Yan. So first, personified animals. So what do you mean by personified animals? From the word itself, person, or yes, person. So parang binigyang buhay yung mga animals. So yung mga animals, yung mga characters. Okay? So para siyang fables. So personified animals are the characters that the animals that talk and behave like humans. Okay, next, personified toys. So, personified toys. So, ang mga pangunahing characters naman dito is yung mga laruan. So, characters include toys that talk and behave like human. So, kung nakakapanood kayo ng mga movie or mga palabas na ang kanilang main characters ay mga laruan, so it belongs to personified toys. So, example, the runaway dolls. So, yan yung mga dolls na gumagalaw, yung mga bagay na sila mismo yung nagpo-portray as character. So, again, belong po siya sa personified toys. Yan. The castle in the attic. And, ano ba yung pamagat na? I can see. Okay, next. Outlandish characters and situations. So this is stories that are realistic but contain characters that behave in outrageous, highly exaggerated ways that are utterly impossible. So ito naman yung mga characters na imposible talagang mangyari sa totoong buhay. Yung mga gumaganap is parang exage yung kanilang pag-portray sa isang character. So parang hindi makatotohanan in real life. And next, number 4, magical powers. These stories in which character, world, and or items possess magical powers. As I said nga po kanina, example po ng story dito is yung kay Peter Pan. What else? Yung kay Harry Potter. Yan. Basta po mga movie or mga palabas na mayroong that talks about power or magic. So belong sa magical powers. Next, embellish fairy tales. So this fairy tales that have been embellished to include more character development, description of setting, and fuller story. Often attempts answers questions that were provoked from the original or traditional fairy tale and shows different perspective. So ano po bang halimbawa ng embellished fairy tale? So Beauty and the Beast. Ano pa po? So Zelle and Ella Enchanted. Siguro pwede rin dito yung yung Cinderella and Snow White sa embellished fairy tales. Okay, next. So next, number 6, extraordinary worlds. So if you know the story of Alice in Wonderland, so the story of Alice Wonderland may fall in this subgenre. So sa extraordinary world. So the characters from the normal world enters an extraordinary world by some mean. Cute. Then supernatural elements. So from the word itself, supernatural, ito yung mga nakakatakot o yung mga kapre, ganun, tikbalang, tiktik, what else? Nuno, lahat po ng mga hindi natin nakikita. So dito siya magpo-fall sa supernatural elements. Then supernatural elements contain supernatural element often scary stories. So kung kayo ay mahilig manood ng mga stories, ayan. Kasi ako mahilig ako manood ng stories. mga horror stories, mga nakakatakot. Example po ng supernatural elements, The Fog Keeper. What else? Goosebumps. Okay, next. Time slips. Dito naman po sa time slips, the characters travel through time. So example, the Devil's Arithmetic, Time War Trio, and Tom's Midnight Garden. So pwede rin dito, yung mga alam na natin ng mga palabas. So pwede rin dito si Doraemon. Since si Doraemon uses his time machine, so pwede rin pong mag-fall dito yung palabas sa Doraemon sa time slips. Okay, next, high fantasy. So high fantasy, ito po yung mga categories ng high fantasy. It includes myth fantasy, gothic fantasy, epic and heroic fantasy, and sword and sorcery fantasy. Then setting is a secondary world. Novel characters, archetypes, and elevated styles. Next, utopian fiction. When we say utopian fiction, it presents that is ideally perfect in all aspects of society. So example po ng mga utopian fiction is Ecotopia by Ernest Callenbeck, The Giver and the Magellanic Cloud by Stanislaw Lem. So pwede po siyang i-search kapag meron pa po kayong mga, kung meron pa kayong time para po mas malaman po ninyo kung ano nga ba yung mga example ng fiction na yan. Then, dystopian fiction presents a futuristic, imagined world in which there is only an illusion of a perfect society, but is in fact one which is oppressed through corporate, bureaucratic, technological, moral, or totalitarian control. Example po nito is V for Vendetta by Alan Moore and Divergent by Veronica Roth. Next, apocalyptic fiction. So apocalyptic fiction deals with the end of civilization. It's either through nuclear war, plague, or some other general disaster. So yung mga tumutukoy naman sa mga natural disaster, pwede siya mag-fall sa apocalyptic fiction. Okay? Example, 2012, The Day After Tomorrow, and Independence Day. Ito, I remembered nung napanood ko yung nanood ako ng 2012. Grabe. Akala ko talaga that is the end of the world na. Yung pala parang pinapakita lang kung ano yung po pwedeng mangyari in the future. So, post-apocalyptic fiction is set in a world or civilization after such a disaster. The time frame may be after or some time later when the existence of civilization before the catastrophe has been forgotten. Example, The Hunger Games by Susan Collins, World War Z, yes, my favorite, by Max Brooks, and The Handmaid's Tales by Margaret Atwood. So kung mahilig kayong munod nung World War Z, yan, maganda to, yung mga parang alam ko zombie ata to eh. So ayun, so pwede, in real life naman, hindi naman talaga mangyayari yung zombie na yun sa atin. Kaya nga po, it's just a fiction. Then, alternate history. It is a set in worlds in which one or more historical events unfold differently from how it did in reality. It is based on the ideal that for every event that occurs, or a decision made in our reality, there is another place or parallel universe where the event or decision turn out differently. So example po ng history na to or ng speculative fiction na to is Napoleon in America by Shannon Selin, Age of Aztec by James Lovegrove, then X-Men, Days of Future Past. So this is the example of Saan na ba yung kanina, yung Divergent? Ayan, yung dystopian fiction as I said earlier. So, ito pong Divergent na gawa ni Veronica Roth. Yan. So, Divergent is the first novel in a trilogy set in society that defines and categorizes its citizens according to their social and personal traits. The purpose of classifying citizens into factions is to prevent people from exercising independent will. So yan. So when it refers to brave, the physically strong, determined, and athletic. So yan, ang faction is in dauntless. So dauntless, the term dauntless can be brave, the confident, yan, the strong, seemingly fearless, and indestructible. Next, the description of lovable, creative, and peaceful. May fall into amity. So amity, the kind, the peaceful, the faction that values peace and harmony. Then smart, eager to learn new things, like to read, study, and analyze. It can fall to the faction erudite. So erudite, the intelligent, the faction that values intelligence, knowledge, and understanding. Then caring for others, so selfless and helpful. So the faction here is abnegation. Abnegation means the selfless, the caring, the faction that values the needs of oneself. Then next description is honest. So honest means fair, objective, and outspoken. It could fall to the faction candor. So candor means the honest, yeah, the faction that values honesty. And that's it. So if you're going to design your own fantasy book, so this could be the thing that you have to utilize, that you have to use. Kaya lang hindi naman tayo makakagawa ng ano in literal way. Kasi nga tayo ay nasa pandemic. So yan. Your turn. Design your own fantasy book cover, Harry Potter. So you have to choose one of this book cover, then you have to present it to me right after you've done. And then, checkan ko na lang po siya. So, gagawa po kayo ng sarili niyong design with the use of 4 different book covers na Harry Potter, The Dark is Rising, Inkheart, and The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Okay po?